Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm going to teach you the third topic of or third part of the parts of accounting, which is recording business transaction. This is a very important topic and give your full attention to it. If you learn this, I give you guarantee you will be able to solve your example question instead of 20 minutes in 10 or 12 minutes or more, no more than 15 minutes. You will save your 5 minutes. Or if you are an employee of a firm, business firm, government agencies, NGO, or UN firms or organizations, as a accountant, as a finance officer, as a finance manager, while recording these transactions, daily transactions into journal book, you will be able to record it correctly. So let's come to the subject. Number 3, recording business transactions. I have explained the business transaction here, but I would like to just open your mind. Any kind of, in simple words, for your written, give and take, give, take, give, take. Give money, take groceries. Give money, take items. This type is called transaction, but formally the transaction definition is a business transaction refers to any kind of dealing such as buying, selling, or exchanging something of value, including barter between two individuals or business entities. Here again, one question arises: what is barter? For your better understanding, I would like to tell you there are 2 types of dealing of business or transactions of business. One, dealing with cash or money. The other, dealing with the exchange of one item, other item. So in today's modern era or period, all transactions are done in exchange of the money or dealing is done with debit cards, credit cards, with bank accounts and so on, or cash in hand. But barter system is an old system of dealing between 2 persons or transactions between 2 persons. What was this? The barter system. In exchange of one item, the other item was given between dealing of 2 persons. Let me give you 2 examples. One example for your better understanding, very simple. I have with me wheat, and the second person has vegetable. I need vegetable for cooking at the dinner or for the lunch or anything. I go to the bazaar and I find a vegetable shop. I tell to the owner of the vegetable shop, I want to buy these vegetables in exchange of wheat. Do you know wheat? In Pashto we call that ghanam, in Dari we call that gandum, and also in Urdu we also call that gandum. So in exchange of wheat, I would like to have vegetables from you. If he needed wheat, he will say, okay, come on, have a deal. If he does not need it or she does not need it, she will say, or he will say that, sorry, I don't need you, go to the next shop, he will deal with you. This type of dealing is called barter system. A very simple answer or example. If you don't understand that, then God may help you guys. And this system in the world is completely finished, but just only in my country, Afghanistan, in the province of Badakhshan, there is a mountain area. Due to more snowfalls, they are not able to go to the market or travel to the market, and also roads are not built to their area. That's why people from far away come to purchase their kettles in exchange of clothes, wheat, blankets, shoes, coats, sugar, uh, so on, other groceries items they purchase. The businessmen of cattle come to their area, purchase their cattle like goat, sheep, uh, cow, horse, or anything that they want to buy or they need for the business. They purchase it and give them in exchange of it clothes, blankets, shoes, um, coat or jumper, and so on. This is the simplest example which I gave you regarding the barter system. And this transaction, you know that you go to the grocery stores, purchase items, and give cash to them. This is called a dealing between two persons. In accounting terms, these transactions are recorded as journal entries. What does mean journal entries? The word journal has been driven from the French word jour, which means day. So it means daily entries in the books of accounting or in the bookkeeping system. This is called journal. In the next page, I have prepared a practical journal for you, very simple with slight amount of money for your better understanding. I did not wrote the amount on huge amount like millions of dollars. There's only $10,000 for your better understanding. So the word journal comes from the French word jour, meaning day. Here I have written. Jour means day, indicating that business transaction are recorded daily in the books of accounts. This process of recording is known as bookkeeping, and it comes in two main forms: double entry bookkeeping system, which includes of the debit and credit columns, and the single entry bookkeeping system. This is being used by the business firms, NGOs, government agencies, UN organizations, any kind of business, any kind of NGOs, any kind of activities which is done for the daily transactions, for the daily dealing, for the improvement of people, for the improvement of the business. They are using double entry bookkeeping system. Nowadays, QuickBooks has come as a bookkeeping system. I will also teach you in my next upcoming videos the double entry bookkeeping system, the QuickBooks. How do you create a company in that? How do you create items? How do you? So I will teach you in the next coming videos, but not now. Single entry bookkeeping system. There was a simple system which is used by the common people. How much did I pay? For example, if you see the bills which is given to you by the shopkeepers, by the owner of business, you purchase groceries like milk, sugar, one LB milk, 2 LB sugar, 1 LB chocolate, 1 LB chips, 1 LB rice, 2 LB bread, and so on. This is called single entry system. No debit, no credit in single entry system. But in double debit column, credit column, these are included. Let's go and do practical work on double entry bookkeeping system. Here just I am going to give you a small illustration of 6 transactions just for your understanding. Remember, these transactions are never taken from any book or from any website. They are being created by myself. I thought on this yesterday from 6 p.m. up to 3 a.m. night. I worked on this to prepare for you the journal entries, the ledger accounts, the trial balance, the balance sheet, and the profit and loss sheet for your better understanding. I prepared these 5 things. Spending how long? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, then 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 9 hours I spent on this for your better understanding. So let's go and start it. So these are transactions. I don't want to waste my time on this. You can read it. Then I will teach you. This is how to prepare. Why did I write it in here? Because we have less space in here. If I write down in here, then this cannot become in this slide. That's why. But that's a part of this that should be written in here. No, in the other page, in the same page in here. But as it's PowerPoint, and in PowerPoint the slides are small. That's why I wrote it in here. Journal entries of John and brothers for the month of January 31st, 2025. Why I wrote it in 31st? Because for the whole month, from first date of the January up to 31st date of the January, what he has done, what did he earn, what did he spend, how much was his cash, how much was his expenses, how much were his groceries. All of this I have written in here. Let's start it. It should be moved to here that you will be able to see. This is a simple type of the journal entries, which is called journal. We have another type of the entry system, which is called cash book. It's my promise to you, maybe at the end of this chapter or in the upcoming chapter, I will teach you how to record these things. Let's start. These consist of date column, description column, file number. It means the number of that account. It's understand to this account. Cash and understand JB01, 001, and the other is known JB002. These are the numbers or pay by which we record this in the double entry bookkeeping system or in the QuickBooks. And this is debit side on the right side, and this is credit column on the this is debit column on the left side, and this is a credit column on the right side. Left, right, left, right. Debit, credit, left, debit, left, debit, right, credit. So on 1st January 2025, the John brothers invested $10,000 in business. He withdrew $10,000 from his capital in the bank, which was about maybe 100,000, 50,000, 200,000, any amount. But he invested initially a small amount in the groceries business. What did he receive? Cash. He received current asset cash, increase his cash. But while in bank, the amount of his capital decreased. It's also a type of capital, is also a type of, basically, it's also called owner's equity. But here, it's not like a owner's, and capital is also known as owner's equity at the end of the specific time of period for the business. When he's going to calculate his amount, he has to withdraw this amount from the business. That's why it's credit. We have to pay back. We are credit means this is a loan of the John brothers, and at the end of specific time he has to withdraw his amount. That's why it's credit. Credit means if you see the bank receipt, while for you the cash is debited, but If you deposit your money in the bank, for the bank records that amount of money as a credit for themselves because he has to pay it back. It's owner's equity. It's my equity. For example, I went to the bank and I deposit $10,000 for me. That was deposit. My cash was increased. My capital was increased. But for the bank, that was credit. Why? The bank owner has to pay me back. He is writing credit. It's a type of loan for him. It's a liability. He has to pay. So that's why they write it in credit section. So I hope you may understand current asset cash increase, and the assets is according to the rule of debit and credit. I have already explained it to you. Again, I will say that there are two accounts or two things which is assets and expenses. Increase in asset is recorded debit on the left side and decrease is recorded on the right side credit. The same way, expense increases, debit decreases, credit. But the three other are, which is liabilities, owner's equity, and revenue. Increase is recorded as a credit and decrease is recorded as debit because they have to pay it back. Remember this. Decrease, recorded debit. Increase, recorded credit because you have to pay back. So cash asset increase, that's why we recorded it in here, 10,000 in debit column. Capital account, that is the increase. You have to write it in here. Increase to the owner of the business, that's why I write it in here. 10,000. For the business, it is increase. An increase in capital or owner equity is recorded as credit. So, invested cash into the groceries business. Simply, cash increase recorded as debit. Capital decrease recorded as credit. Because decrease in capital is recorded debit. Increase is recorded credit. January 2nd, 2025, groceries inventory account, that was 7,500, and to cash account, that was 7,500. Here, both of them are assets. This is items. These are the business items he has purchased. While he purchased the business items, like for example, he purchased milk for reselling. For reselling, he purchased milk, food items, chips, water, cold drinks, cleaning material, washing powder, washing liquids, kitchen material, the bedroom materials like blankets, pillows, and so on. All these are assets. Increase in this asset was recorded as debit. But this is also asset. Our cash decreased from 10,000, we decreased 7,500, and remaining amount was 2,500 with us. That's why decrease in cash is recorded as credit. Increase, cash increase, left side debit, cash decrease, right side credit. Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, comes, goes, remember. Asset comes, plus, goes, minus, comes, plus, goes, minus. This is the simplest way I'm going to teach you. The same way. Okay, on January 27, he received, when he calculated his 25 days business income, that was 12,000 cash, and he received 12,000 cash from the sales of the groceries. In this case, this is also a type of asset, but this is current asset. We can say this current asset also for the vegetables, for food materials, which life is less than a year, or if something which life is more than a year, they are called fixed asset. This groceries can be in the shape of current asset or fixed asset. So in here, cash increase record in the cash is recorded as debit, and decrease in the assets is recorded as according to the rule of debit and credit as a credit. Cash sells, remember you have to write this also. Cash sells during the month. What it means? In 25 days, he received 12,000 cash from the sales of the 7,500 inventory. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4. Here, again, remember these all are expenses. Rent is expensive. Expenses, utility bill is expense, salaries expense. Always remember increase in expense is recorded as come to me. Debit, decrease goes from me. Credit, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. It means on January 21st, he paid rental expenses. How much? $800. That's why increase in expenses is recorded as debit. And here, our current asset decrease. We paid from our cash amount 800. This is a decrease in current asset, and according to the rule of debit and credit, decrease is recorded as credit. Again, on 31st, 2025, he paid utilities bill. What does it mean, utilities bill? Utility bills mean electricity bill, gas bill, HOV bill, water bill, parking lot bill, and so on. These are expenses. And increase in expenses is recorded debit, and decrease in cash or current asset is recorded as credit. Again, on 31st, he paid salaries. Salaries is also expenses. Increase in expenses, 9,000 is recorded as debit, and decrease in asset in cash is recorded as recorded as credit. Decrease, credit, increase, debit. So now when we total these amount, they are 39,600. This is also 39,600. Here, how much did he made a profit while he purchased $7,500? He made a profit of about if we calculate it, I calculated that. I think that's $1,900. If you can, I don't want to waste my time on this, but he during this 1 month, deducting all expenses, all things, he made a profit of $1,900. I will teach you in the next videos. That was for today, and in the upcoming video, what I'm going to teach you, I'm going to teach you number 4, sorting or ledger accounts, which are cash, capital, groceries, gross sale, rental expenses, utility expenses, salaries expenses. And these are the ledger accounts which I prepared for you. I will teach you how did I prepare. Here, nowadays people are using T systems that like same like this. One line this, and between this line. But I gave you, for your better understanding, I made it in a shape of the frame for you, that you will be able to better understand it. Then I will also teach you how in the upcoming video what is trial balance. I prepared trial balance also for you. See, remember this $39,600 should be equal to this $39,600, and also both of these $39,600 should be equal to the journal entries amount. If they are not equal to this, it means you have made a mistake while entering the business transactions or journal entries or sorting the ledger accounts or transferring the debit amount of the ledger accounts to the debit column of the trial balance or the credit column of the credit of the ledger account to the credit column of the trial balance. You have to find out this, and after finding out, bring amendment or correction where you have made a mistake. That was for today's teaching. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. But please, that's my request to you, that please view, like, share, and subscribe my videos. Increase my subscriber. If you increase my subscribers, I will teach you more the practical works of how accounting officer works in a firm. How if you are accounting, or you are accounting officer, or you are accounting manager, or you are accounting director, how you should do the daily transactions or the daily activities of the finance section, how to run the finance section, how to monitor as a director, how to control the finance section. These all things I would like to teach you in here. It's my promise to you. I will teach you the cash book too, but I didn't make it in here. Maybe later hours I will make a cash book for you, and then I will teach you that at the end of this chapter. That will be for those persons who are working as a accounting or as a account officers in the different parts. Thank you very much. Have a good day for those who are watching in daytime, and have a good night for those who are watching in the night time. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.